rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerron Jennings, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Purdy. He's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Purdy now to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions, so do I, about the decision there at the end. It had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this. The 38. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerron Jennings. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Jake Moody now for the point after. 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The tackle there by George Odom. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Here's Purdy. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the side. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Curt sets up to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Over in terrific field position. Purdy to throw it on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about... They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this right upfield across the 45. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth.
63, 63, 63.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Powers through him. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And strong running here in the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to about the 22 here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the medal lands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.